Hello, welcome to the first episode of Quarter Horse Customs. Just want to introduce my 1984 Mustang GT. We will be doing quite a bit of work to this in the next few months, especially over winter time. This week will be this gigantic mess. This here is the remnants of my 387 Stroker block. I know personally there's about diddly on the information of these engines on where you have to clearance, what heads to use, what cams to use. So I'm going to go through the entire rebuild of this motor, what heads, cam, harmonic balancer, flywheel, what bolts I ARP'd, what rocker arms I used, to give you a rough idea on what you can do if you choose to go the same route I did with your engine. But we did have a rod bearing failure on the first time we built it. So we will go ahead and go through the entire rebuild process with you in the next few weeks, including part numbers and clearances, specs, pretty much everything we do, we will have it filmed. We'll go through and show you where the block needs clearanced and so forth. And that motor goes in this car here, which has been nicknamed the Reaper, because when I originally got this car, it was a complete bare shell. It did not have a lick of wiring. I mean, maybe the tail light harness and the headlight harness. No interior, no quarter plastics, no dash, absolutely nothing. Except for doors, fenders, a hatch. Here's a sneak peek on the interior. It's got a 6-point cage. Deleted the rear seat. Relocated the battery to the trunk. You know, we're not building a $20,000, $30,000 race car. You know, we're just building a budget-friendly, reliable, fun race car. I mean, in total, before this little bit of snafu with the rebuild, we got, maybe $5,000 in the whole car. And you're going, oh, no, you're bamboozling me here. You got way more than that. A lot of this stuff's been, DIY'd, or can we make it work? Can we modify something here? Modified the seat brackets. We made our own transmission shifter cover, which I'll show you. All these interior pieces are from different cars. Like, we got an 81 dash. We got 83 or 4 door panels. We found these seats on the face space. Quarter plastics are from, I believe, an 81, because it doesn't have the separated bottom down here. And we put it together to make it work. And that's what we do here. Fun cars on a budget. And we are also going to go through everything on what it takes to put a 351 Windsor in an engine bay of a stock K-membered Fox body. It'll fit. Mostly. With some persuasion. And I can also cover how we carb swapped this car, what ignition system we went with, how we wired that in case somebody else wants to do a similar build on a budget. And don't worry, if you don't want to do a 351 Windsor, we've got other options too. We've got this car here. This is my wife's 87. We are going to do plenty of videos on her 289 and what she's done with the fuel injection system on here. And maybe we'll do some upgrades. And then we also have this car, which is going to remain a mystery. But what I will say is this car will end up replacing that drag car, because this car here has a partially done cage that we are going to finish out to make it even better than the cage in that other car. But we've got plenty of engines back here to start with. We've got multiple 302s. We got some 351s over in the other shop. We've got T5s, which right now that's what we run because that's what we can afford and that's what we can find. And we're not a big budget shop, but we make do with what we can. And if Fords aren't your thing, but you like engine videos, we even do a little bit of Chevrolet stuff. That's a 305 that's going to be going in my red truck. If we decide to rebuild it, maybe accidentally drop a camshaft in there. You never know. But yeah, This is what we do. We do budget builds for the average Joe to get out and have a lot of fun with our cars. Because they do us no good just sitting in the garage, and not all of us have money to throw $20,000, $30,000 into our cars. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this starter video, and look forward to having more videos this week